recorded. All right.
Wait, like our class?
Yeah.
Wait.
So, shapes tool, line tool. I'm just going to put a big old line here, and then I'm going to put a monster plus sign right here because we're adding these two together. Okay? So, what we get when we do that? How about it, Isabella? What happens when you add those two equations? What do we get? You got it. You had it before.
3x plus 1 plus x is 3x.
Okay, 2x plus 1x is 3x, and then what's that equal? What happens with the y's? They're 0 because they're opposites. The whole point of this was to eliminate. The name of this is called elimination. What are we eliminating? The y. And 4 plus 11 is 15. Okay, done? Because we're solving for 3 x's. So only one 1x. Okay, so we've got x equals 5. Now what? We done? Because every solution is 2 parts. We have an x and we have a y. So this goes in either one. Okay? I like putting it in the top in this case because I don't want to deal with the negative y. Okay? So take another moment. If you haven't done so already, plug in the 5, adding y. Try to get a sense of what sign your answer should be if we're adding something to 2 times 5 and bringing it back down to 4. Okay. Once you got that one done, 10 plus y is equal to 4. If I am adding something onto 10 and making a number smaller than 10, shouldn't that number be negative? Okay. More precisely, that number is going to be, so here's how I deal with negatives, okay? I know that 10 minus 4 is positive 6, so 4 minus 10 must be negative 6, okay? Whoopsie. Okay, well, we're going to check this in a minute. So this one, we added. What are we doing in the next one? We're subtracting because we don't have any opposite terms. So this time, make shapes tool, make a line tool, make a horizontal line, and subtract. My recommendation is when you do this, put this whole thing in parentheses. Why do you think I'm asking you to do that? Because that way I know how many times to subtract. How many things are inside the parentheses?
3.
If there's 3 things inside the parentheses, then I know it's not just 8x minus 8x, it's an 11y minus y and 37 minus 7. See if you can finish that one off. Divide by the 10. So I got y equals 3. At this point, you have a choice to make, okay? You may plug into either one. What do you think would be a little less complicated to plug into? The one with 11 y's or the one with only 1 y? So I would suggest putting it in here. Because when we do that, we don't have to worry about dividing out by the 11. So it's really only 2 steps. Negative 8x, 8x, not negative 8x. 8x plus 3 equals 7. I got 2 steps. Subtract the 3, divide by 8. So I got 8x equals 4. 8x equals 4. And I know what you're thinking. 4 times 2 is 8, right? But I'm not multiplying 4. I'm multiplying the 8. So that means if I'm multiplying 8 to getting something smaller, that something's going to have to be a fraction. Smaller than 1. Do I leave it at 4/8? Can be simplified. Okay. And you can write your answer one of 2 ways. One way would be a half. Okay. Axel, what did you do? Did you get a half or did you get something a little less? What did you write it as?
2.5.
Yeah, so either one's acceptable to me. Okay. When you have what's called a terminating decimal, where I don't have to have lots of extra, I'm not repeating, I'll accept it either way. Okay. All right. How do we know we're right?
Check it
Check it in Desmos. Okay, so take a minute, graph them, check it in Desmos, and then we'll go from there. Okay, and then take a look at the instructions for the next. So, gonna turn these off. You already have them graphed. I don't. Somebody help me out. What's on? The last one.
So the camera records your screen and us.
One more time.
So the camera records us and the people are just
No camera. Just our voices.
okay.
Okay? But that's Chelsea, just in case anyone wants to check that on the YouTube later.
Wait, you have a YouTube channel?
Where do you think I post my videos?
I don't know. You should give me a YouTube channel. So that all of that was on there? Wait, I want to watch that.
So here you go. 4x plus 3y equals 10. I'm sorry. Up here. 2x plus y equals 4. X minus y equals 11. You already have these graphed. Okay? My brain is just fried right now. 2x plus y equals 4. What was the other one? X minus y equals 11. What happened when we added those together? What happened when I added those together?
So funny.
What did you get when you added those together? X was equal to what? Oopsies, not these ones. X was equal to 5. So we go over here. Okay, what was my intersection point? Ready? 5. X is equal to what? 5. And this time instead of a horizontal, it is a vertical, but it also passes through the intersection point. Okay? So vertical X equals 5. But also goes through the intersection. Can I copy and paste words? I don't just have to do equations. I can copy and paste words. So they're always going to go through the intersection. See if you can do that last one. What happens when you subtract them? What do you get? Bum, bum, bum. What X equals? All right, so system C. You have a horizontal. So careful, don't hurt yourself. Y was equal to what? 3. And they always go through the intersection point. Okay? That's all. I'm not going to ask you to do this too much. It was just to kind of confirm that your solution can actually be graphed. Okay? So the intersection, the y and the x value, if you split them up, x equals would be the vertical part that goes through there, and y equals is the horizontal part that goes through there. Okay? All right. We're not going to bother with the ready for more. The last thing you're going to do is to cool down, and we will be done.